Hello, members. My hair is giving, but tonight would be the night that I would fall for you. That was embarrassing. But this is very quickly becoming like my favorite video to do. The Would I Read This Trending Book episode video type deal. So I fucking love. Oh, that might get me demonetized. I'm gonna remember to beep that. This is by far my favorite video to do in terms of, especially just in general, because it's just a surprise and I can see which ones, and maybe Penguin will reach out and give me monies because your boy is broke. But as always, the rules are I haven't looked at this list, although for some reason I can see this book already. I haven't looked at this list. We go through the list and we're like, would I read this trending book purely based off of what Penguin have used on this website to describe it? So I'm not going to go off anywhere else to look at the descriptions of the books. It's purely going to be based off what Penguin have put on this website. Let's go. Carla's Choice by Nick Arkway. I'm reading it like that because there's John le Carré novel. Nick Arkway's novel delivers fresh Cold War intrigue with John le Carré's redoubtable spy master. Wall Street Journal. So, the only John le Carré movie, video, book is the word, I have read is Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. I think I shouldn't have started with Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, even though when I was researching, people were like, yeah, you can start with any of the books, it's fine. And then someone else who I actually trust was like, yeah, maybe read them in order. I'm like, great. So maybe I need to go back and read them in order. But also, I don't know how much I want to read this. It's a $20. Books are so goddamn expensive in the US. $20. I've just done the research. I think it's that's very expensive for a book. It's about 75% difference between pounds and USD. So £15 for a paperback is bloody expensive, bruv. $14.99. You'll find a couple of paperbacks like that. I don't know. It's a maybe. It's a probably no. It's a no for now. Ooh, Still Life, a GMA book club pick by Sarah Winman. The incredible storytelling, lovable characters, and sweeping settings make this novel an absolute delight, proving that serious fiction does not have to be only dark and depressing. Okay, I like the bird on the cover. Serious fiction doesn't have to be dark and depressing. That's different. That's not something I'm used to. Usually serious fiction is dark and depressing, so maybe. I do like this bird here. That's a very nice bird, and I like this cover. I am judging this book by the cover. We'll come back to this. It'll be a maybe. Ooh, The Bewitching by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. A lush gothic tale of women and witches of dark magic and death. Now, so you see, me a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, probably wouldn't have read this. But now that I read, what's that word? Fiction, fantasy. Fantasy is the word. Now that I read fantasy, maybe a lush gothic tale. Lush, giving me hints of, who was that Batman character? Poison Ivy. It's giving me hints of plants. It's giving me a little bit of that Mother Nature. Pan's Labyrinth, perhaps? Ooh. Of women and witches of dark magic and death. Ooh. $30 though for a paperback. What the fish and chips are we doing, boys? What the frick? No wonder Americans don't read books. $30 for a hardback? That's give or take £25. What the frick? Huh? What? Always remember. Okay, yeah, this is a yes. It's a yes. The huge anticipated new book from Charlie Mackesy revisits the much-loved world of The Boy, the Mole, The Fox and the Horse.
Whose horse is that?
The international best-selling book with over 10 million readers around. Yeah, it's a yeah. This book, the first one was beautiful. It's amazing. $27 though. Jesus Christ. What the? I better be able to actually meet a mole, a fox, and a horse. I don't want to meet a boy, but the other three, I better meet a mole, a fox, and a bloody horse. Huh? $27. What was that? About £22? 20 something pound? It's over £20. Yeah, but yeah, it's a brilliant book. Yes, the first one's brilliant. The Sister's Curse by Nicola Solvinci. Yeah, okay. Let's say that. Let's say it like that. The author's gift for atmospheric scene setting and nail-biting suspense are undiminished. Now you see, this is a nice like quote. In addition to giving me a blurb, like at least this quote gave me a bit of a blurb. This one didn't. I don't know. They used to give me like a bit of a blurb for these when I first started doing these videos. So I don't know. But the author's gift of atmospheric scene setting and nail-biting suspense are undiminished. Ooh, like that's a really nice quote. But you didn't tell me anything about the book. Let's see. There's water. I think that's water. There's leaves. That looks like rubbish. Clearly, this book is about, littering. Maybe. I don't know. Again, let's ignore the prizes from now on because Jesus Christ. I like these verbs. The correspondence. I cried more than once as I witnessed this brilliant woman come to understand herself more deeply. Florence Knapp, author of The Name. So is this is, they don't even tell me what the genre is. It's a novel. I don't know. I like Red Robins. It's nearly Christmas time, so, Red Robin time. I cried more than once as I witnessed this brilliant woman come to understand herself more deeply. You know what? It gives me a little bit more than this quote, so it's a maybe. I'd consider it. Maybe when it's a paperback, but it's a national bestseller. I like the burbs. Let's see. Oh, Retribution. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Jonathan Karl Marx. Retribution is a well-reported, fast-paced account of how Donald Trump triumphed and what it means for the way he's governing now. It's both fascinating and timely. Walter Isaac, journalist and #1 New York's bestseller, author of The Code Breakers. Okay. This is, a good quote description to give in this kind of lists because it gives me a bit more. $32 for a hardback, Jesus Christ. And also, I would probably, if my library had this as an audiobook, I'd maybe pick it up. But also, given my political proclivities, this might not be left-wing enough for me. Where, this thing about how, probably looking into how the Trump campaign harnessed this image as a way to galvanize voters probably would do well. What it means for the way he's governing now, I would have to actually go off and look into Jonathan Karl and kind of see, is he the kind of guy who's like, just Donald Trump is a bad guy, guys. We get rid of Donald Trump. Everything is fine. Or is it, this man is very clearly gotten deep into the system of hypercapitalism and is using his connections and is allowing Silicon Valley to basically destroy the United States and instill corporate fascism, but just fascism, really, and just allow the destruction of the United States. I don't know. I'd have to look into Jonathan Karl, but this one is actually a stronger yes contender. And I think we're getting towards the end of the list, but A Guardian and a Thief, Oprah's book club. Now you see, it being Oprah's book club doesn't help this book, but by Megha Mujumdar. Oh, hey, Apna? Huh? Apne? Huh? East or West?
East or West? India is the best.
Anyway, Wondering if there's a novel out there that gives Cormac McCarthy's The Road a run for its money? Here you go. A Guardian and a Thief is an undeniable piece of writing, in equal parts dazzling and devastating. Okay, give Cormac. This is a good quote. Also, Mecha, Apne, maybe. This is actually one I'd probably say yes to. I like this cover. Oh, okay, we're not at the end. Huh? Remain by Nicholas Sparks and M. Night Shyamalan. Interesting. The blending of best-selling novelist Sparks' signature romance with renowned film director Shyamalan's supernatural touch is brilliant. This mystery and moving love story will attract legions of eager readers. I'll be honest, I've not read a Nicholas Sparks book.
What do you want?
I don't think. I have watched M. Night Shyamalan movies, and that doesn't actually give me, much to be like, oh, this is going to be a banger. This is a book I see like being £2 at like a Sainsbury's in like a year's time. Like Christmas, they sell books dirt cheap at like £2, or maybe it's a £2 paperback read. Oh, what? Oh, okay. The Thursday Murder Club's gotten famous again. I might reread this because I remember this being the best of the lot. They slowly went downhill after this first one, but I got someone I know to read the first one, and they were like, I did not like this book, it wasn't good. And I'm like, oh, okay, maybe let's reread it. I mean, Osmond's other book, We Solve Murders, I don't like. I think that's a bad book. Is it We Solve Murders? Yeah. I think that's a genuinely bad book. I thought the Thursday Murder Club, the first book, was decent. Yeah, then I read like the subsequent ones, and I'm like, oh, these aren't great. And I probably won't read the most recent one. So this one doesn't count. This doesn't count. So let's rapid fire go through the list and say yes or no. Would I read this book? Clara's Choice. Controversial, no. Still Life, yes, I like this bird. The Bewitching, yes, but probably wouldn't be a priority read. Always Remember, yes, 100% yes. I might buy someone this for Christmas, to be honest, this year. The Sister's Curse, it's a no, simply because this doesn't tell me enough. Also, this kind of looks like it's about littering. The Correspondence, yes. Birds and this did give me enough to go off of. Retribution, yes, as probably an audiobook, particularly an audiobook that I got from my library at some point. The Guardian and a Thief, yes. No other explanation really. Remain, if it was £2 at a Sainsbury's, I'd read this. Oh, that feels so mean. And Thursday Murder Club, already read it, will not watch the Netflix adaptation. I say I'll reread it, I'm not going to reread it. So, how many yeses did we get this month? Actually seems like not very many yeses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, quite a few. Quite a few yeses this month. So, trending this week, my favourite video to do. I think it's fun. I love doing these videos. And I'm going to make this available for non-members. So non-members, if you want more of these videos, you can get this from £2 a month in our Book Lovers tier as a member. You can become a member by joining down below or on my channel. So you can join from as little as £1 a month, but if you want access to these videos, it is £2 a month. And my members, you're lovely, you're brilliant, you're wonderful. Thank you all for watching. Go off and read this first one. This book's beautiful, genuinely beautiful.